Hey everybody, good morning, Grand Rising. Welcome to a new day. Is today Thursday? Yeah, today is Thursday, y'all. Look, I just did live with Dear Yvette and I had the bonnet on. I just literally took the bonnet out and put my hair in a ponytail. And I said, let me give y'all some good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Hey y'all, how you doing? How is it going? How's this Thursday? How is everybody? Hey Lucinda. I didn't even see you in there. Hey sis. Thanks for stopping by and showing some love. You on your way to work? You at work? Yes, I literally came in. Let me turn this prince off. They be on me about this copyright. Let me actually turn this speaker off too, because if someone calls my phone, that speaker will start giving you their telephone number. Such a hater. They'll be like, hold on, this number is sending you a. But good morning, guys. I'm still in my PJs. Betty Boop. Betty Boop. But no, yeah, I just really came in and say good morning, Grand Rising. I guess talk about whatever came into my mind when I started talking. I know yesterday I wanted to come live because I wanted to talk about how when things are so bad or so dark, you don't realize what you're missing. So an example in my own life is last year was very hard. I don't even want to get into everything of last year. It was very hard. But I started realizing this year, we're only, day 13, day 14, 13 of the new year. I started realizing how much I forgot from last year and how much I missed. So here's a good example. So when I moved and I left Chicago, I left on July 31st, the day before August 1st. And when I left, my mind was on tunnel vision. And that was just making sure that my dogs were safe, making sure that I was safe, making sure that I just had what I needed. And so I literally got rid of everything I had. And when I left with three totes and two TVs and my two dogs. And that is what I had to my name, was that. I got rid of a lot of clothes and stuff because I didn't want to have to do all of the putting things in storage. I've done that before. And sometimes in things, when you end up in the same space again or in the same kind of situation, it's like that didn't work or that didn't come out. So I was like, this has to be a rebirth and a restart. But it couldn't just be a restart on where I lived or where I went or what I bought new. It had to be a restart on me. And so anyway, so my youngest son's birthday is in August. It's the 19th. And so his birthday came, of course I talked to him on his birthday, and I'm still in that tunnel where you put on a show. So it's like, oh, okay, it's his birthday. Let me call and be happy and everything's okay. But I'm really stuck and I'm lost and I'm scared and I'm in fear. But I just don't want to put that off on him. But the funny thing is that mentally, I did not celebrate his birthday because I have sat here and told you all my son is 21, 21. My youngest is 21, 21. And so I was talking to him the other day and he said, and mommy, such and such, and I'm about to be 23 this year. And, I was like, 23. And I had to pause because as a mother, I didn't want to say, no, son, you're not that age. You're not 22. Because how would I not know? I was there for the whole ride. And then it hit me because you never counted last year. And last year, I thought I was 42. I just swung right past last year. Oh, I'm 42. I'm 42 now. I just made that November 22nd. But it made me realize that if you were that numb and blocked out, what else did you miss? What else did you miss because you were so in a place that you couldn't even see straight? Like, what else did I miss? So that's what we have to understand is that when we're in the dark, sometimes you're gonna miss a lot. You're gonna miss a lot. And you're gonna make some mistakes. And some of the things that you see, they're missing pieces because that's blocked out. And not even intentionally. I would never intentionally forget how my children are. Ever. Never, like, really, I wouldn't. But it just slipped me. It really did. It slipped me. And I'm like, wait, you're moving people's age up and moving people's age down and freezing them in time. And, and you're doing all this. And it's like, you're missing moments. You're missing moments. And so I thought, I thought about that yesterday. And so yesterday I was going to come live and just talk about living in the moment so you don't miss anything. So even later, even the small stuff later will make sense with the big stuff because you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. But I feel like last year from March to December, I was kind of just coasting through it, just like floating through the universe. And it was the first time in my life that in the float, I didn't say, you know what, hold on, let me stop off and drown someone else in this misery with me. But even us who have been miserable and brought out misery, we've learned that it didn't make us any better. It didn't make anybody see what we were going through and say, hey, that's not right. That's not how it should be. Or I understand where you come from, or I see why you're fighting like that. They didn't do that. They didn't. So I decided that I had to make my own stance. And yeah, there are going to be people who dog you. There are going to be people who have bad things to say about you and all kinds of things, And I'm not, immune to having my feelings hurt. I'm not any of those things. I'm not. It's just that sometimes I think about the things I've been through and I ask myself, if name calling was the worst, I'd be done. If dogging me out and treating me in a way that was not right was how, if that explained me, I wouldn't be sitting here. And if I was, please, dark, I'd be in the darkest spots, bringing out the, turning more lights out. Hey, dear Yvette, sis. But yeah, you see, I'm all the way up. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to come on here and just talk with you guys, like a conversation. Like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And for me, it's like I said, I think of how dark last year was for me. It was very sad. It was anger, everything you could think of. And every time I thought it was going to get better, it would get a little worse. And I literally sat, I had bought my mom actually got me a video camera before I left. And she told me, well, you know what? You can tape your stuff. You can do this. And she believes in me and believed in, like, I want to start things. And she told me, go ahead and do it. So when I first came here, my whole goal was like, you know what? I'm just going to start this YouTube. I'm going to make some videos, show people like my thoughts, but not go deep into like any of the shows and stuff I want to put out, because I don't want to just come out like I'm dark or I'm negative or I'm just hood and I don't see anything else. I want you to know me. So I just sat, and then it was, oh, well, I don't want to go on here, and right now I don't have a place, and I don't want somebody to talk about me, or right now I'm not this. Right now I don't care about appearance or clothes. Like I said, I left Chicago with 3 totes, and only in one of those totes did I bring any of my clothes. I didn't, like, my shoes, all this stuff. I left everything as I had to start over, and I had to start over from the inside out. And from the inside, I had to know that this pain that is sitting inside of me is just growing and growing, and it's feeding off of all negativity, and it's feeding off of all pain, and it's feeding off of all hurt, but it's about to explode. I'm about to explode. And I thought, if I explode on the world, if I come out and I'm just like, hey, this creator is doing this and I can't stand it, and this person's doing that, and this person's doing that, it's just what people are doing to me in parts of my world. They've decided this means that and that means this. And no matter what I say, they still have their opinion. So I said, you know what? Nope, that's not how I'm coming. I want you to know who I am, know where I come from. Here's the thing. You can give somebody every detail of your life and they still don't understand. I'm very transparent. And they still won't understand. And that's fine. I just got to know that I gave you what you needed to know, and what you did with that is what you did with that. And so that's where I became. So then I just came out as me. And I knew my brother was coming into town and my hair wasn't cut. And I wanted to give you me. Because see, there are moments that, sometimes I don't think about my hair. I don't think about what I am wearing. I don't think about those things. What I think about is how am I feeling? Like, am I fronting through life? Am I walking around here with a smile on my face as if everything's okay? But deep inside, I'm so hurt and I'm so torn that I am waiting to fire on somebody. I am waiting for you to say something. I'm waiting. If I think you said it, I don't like living like that. I don't. And so for me, when I see that kind of pain, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say to somebody like, oh, that's not necessary. Or please love yourself. Or please don't take your life. Or please, I'm going to be that person. Like, I'm going to be that person. Because whenever I felt like that, I just wish somebody would say, it's okay. It's okay to feel like that. It's okay. But please know it's just a feeling. Please know it's just pain. Please know it's being unheard. And that's what I had to learn. So then when I came out, I just said, hey, I gotta be me. This is who I am. So one of the things, like I tell you all the time, when I first got on YouTube and I didn't comment, I didn't even know about commenting or chatting or any of that, or moderate. I didn't know any of this part of it. I didn't know any of it. And then, like I said, when Ty Couture was being bullied and bullied and bullied and talking about taking his life, and there would actually be people saying in the comments, do it. And I thought, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Like, I don't even know him. But there's no way. There's no way. What if, like, even when we talk about, like, Deb Anthony and when her son took his life from the bullying, and we said, oh, if I would have been on there, I would have did this. And if I would have stopped it, I'm stopping it. We'll do it anyway. Not just because it's a Stars kid, because it's somebody. I'm not going to sit here with that kind of stuff. Like, I just can't sit with that, because what if it was my son on here? And he was saying that because he felt that way. And someone's like, go ahead, do it. Hold on, let me help you. Hold on, can I give you some aid and assistance? I'd be like, what in the, what world is this? So I just can't be a part of that. I can't. Me making fun of your illness, can't be a part of that. I can't. I've had people make fun of things that have happened to me that were not a joke, that were not funny, that will never be funny. And I thought to myself, what hurt and hate has to live in their heart that they can do this and be okay with it? But I've done it. And I justified it by, well, they shouldn't have said what they said about me because they didn't want people to know that about them. And I would sit and harvest the worst dirt. So I could sit with you and laugh. But deep inside, I'd be harvesting the worst dirt on you ever. But here's the thing. If I'm playing in the dirt, how can I not expect to get dirty? And that's what I learned. And then sometimes I'd hurt people and give them what I thought they deserved. And I felt like shit. I felt bad. And that's when I learned, like, because you want to change. You want to see a change. And the best way to get a change is to start with a change and changing yourself. So that's what I had to start doing. So like I said, when I put out comments, I used to argue with people in the comments, threaten people. Drop my number. Like, let's get up. We drop locations. Let's get them numbers and drop. Oh, God. First of all, no one ever wanted to drop locations. And secondly, most of them don't mean what they're saying. They don't. Some people use the tactics that we're using against them. Every bully was bullied. You better believe that. Somebody, I don't care if it was their mom at home bullying them. Every bully was bullied. And so I just said, I can't no more. I can't no more. I can't. I can't. So I've learned how to also, oh, hey, how you doing? Don't listen in the bushes, come out, say hello. This is a kingdom. And inside the kingdom, everyone is safe. Inside the kingdom, everyone is safe. Everyone is equal. Everyone is heard. You know what I mean? We don't have to agree with each other. Like I said, I am a twin, and we do not agree with everything. We do not. But in the respect, I can disagree and hold a conversation. That's fine. But this is a kingdom. You don't have to be in any bushes. You can speak out. I stand for everyone in here because this is a safe place. This is not that. This is not that place. But thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming out the bushes. How you doing? How you doing? How's your day? But yeah, so like I said, so when I came on here, it was hard. It was hard because There's so much you want to say that you've seen, but there's a time and a place for everything. And so sometimes in the heat of it, it's hard to get out what you want to say because it's going to sound opinionated. And it is. It's my opinion on what I've seen. But I don't want it to sound like my opinion is based on other people's opinion, because it's not. It's not. It's my opinion is based on what I've seen, what I've done, what I feel. And that's what I'm going to say. And I try my best, even when saying it, to be like, hey, this is just how I felt, and this reminded me of this, and this is why I looked at it that way. And that doesn't make people, but I'm not gonna come on here dogging people out, and that stupid son of a bitch, and they deserved, and you ugly little trash. No, for what? For what? For what? I don't care what you look like. I don't care what your finances are. I don't care, because here's the thing: you can have $1 million in the bank. It's not gonna pay none of my bills. You can have $1 in the bank. You understand? I don't care. I really don't. I don't. That's not the things I think about. I think about people. I think about how good it feels to just be able to talk to people and have a good conversation and laugh and then go on about your life. You know what I mean? Like that's a good feeling for me, just to have a good conversation with other adults and just, you know what I mean, and keep it moving. And sometimes we're gonna have serious conversations, and sometimes it's gonna be sad, and sometimes it's gonna be those things. But us coming to hurt each other, I just can't. I can't. See, because I think of the hurts in life that we get from other people that just scar us. Like, I've had homies murdered, and no matter what was going on, like, the thought of them leaving this world like that hurts. The thought that they didn't go out peacefully. They went out as their body shut down in pain, in fear. Nah, nah, nah. So when I think of this kind of stuff, I'm like, man, this leads to that kind of stuff sometimes. Believe it or not. And so I'm just like, I don't want to be a part of that. No, thank you. No, thank you. And then it's gonna be people, oh, you just want to ride the fence. I'm not riding any fence. Because see, when you ride the fence, I mean, I'm half on this side, half on that side. I'm on the right side. I'm on the right side. I'm on the right side. Everything to the left, I'm on the right side. You understand? Like, for real, because here's why. I'm on the right side, because it keeps me out of that stuff. It keeps me out of that stuff. And when I say that stuff, I mean that stuff I don't want to be a part of. I don't want to be a part of sitting around and I can't think about nothing but taking you down. Sitting around, I can't think about nothing but seeing you hurt. Oh, are you crying? Are you sad? Come on, man, please. Because I've cried alone. I've been hurt alone. And I've been hurt with a crowd that didn't seem to want to do anything. They was all there for the rah-rah and the pa-pa and the ta-ta. But when it hit the fan, oh, please, please, please. I don't even know where they was at. I don't even know where they was at. It's like when we was younger, it'd always be this person come telling you everything. Man, they said this, and they had said that, and they did this. They gonna be here at 2:00. They doing this. Oh, hold on, they got them. They gonna do this. We riding on them, and they getting you pumped. Because they know who can get pumped. You know who gonna go. You know who to send off. You know who this. You know who, if you say, ooh, they in the red, and they get you all pumped up. Then y'all outside brawling. Everybody fighting. The next day, they know every detail. You know why? Because they sat back and watched. They didn't sit back and fight. And I used to tell people, how you was fighting in the world at? How was you in the midst of the fight? But you could tell me what people was doing in the background. You know why? Because you started something and you sat there and you watched it. And then you watched it. And you know what people will do? That same person who gassed you up and then sat back and watched, you'll still be hanging with them. You'll still be kicking it with them. Tell them, man, then I was going to go there at night and do this. Now they're going to run it back and run it back. No, thank you. No, thank you. And as a grown-up, you definitely can't gas me up. Hey, Rock Just Living, sis. Didn't see you come in. Hey there. Hey, everybody. But yeah, like I said, so I just think of life. You know what I mean? I would love to tell you all some stories, and right now just isn't the time. But I know stories of where he say, she say, cause people to be gone. To be gone. And I could think of on some of them he say, she says, where you was on the phone laughing about it. Never thinking it'd go there. And then even thinking about the person who would end up going there on thinking like, hey, if that mom say something to me, I'm going to bust out this. For what? For what? I got some so-called enemies. I ain't got no enemies, but I got some so-called enemies. Who the truth is, I could destroy their life with things I know. Not I heard, I know. For what? For what? Like, I'm not going to gain anything on that. I'm not. And I tell people there's nothing you got on me. See, when you live in a shame or something, or you live in that, then somebody got something on you. I don't. You don't. You don't got nothing on me. And if you do, it's either made up or fabricated. Let me tell y'all something. I did a documentary, America to Me. It was on Starz, still is. When I did that documentary, they would ask us while we were doing touring around while the show was airing, going to different states just to, rep the show, speak as the cast, whatever. When we were doing that, they would ask us, okay, please, please come on the Starz Live channel while the show is airing. We're getting a lot of people on the first episode, maybe about 2,000-3,000 in the chat. Then it grew and it grew. So the first 2 episodes, I didn't go in. I didn't go in the chat. So by the third one, when we went to California, by the third episode, they said, Danielle, please come in the chat. After that episode, people just want to speak to you. So many people, they love you. I came in that chat, y'all. Let me tell you something. I came in that chat, and you would have thought they was calling me everything but a child of God. I was the worst mother. I was this. I was ugly. I was that. I was this. And I thought, wait, none of this has anything to do with the episode. But my mind wasn't that strong. So instantly it's, what? Who are you? Bum, you. Take a you. And they like, Danny, calm down. So I went in the next week in the bushes. And I seen, damn, y'all still talking about me and my son. And this ain't even our episode. like you just, thousands of people. I was in words, this word, that word. I was stuff I wasn't even. I was like, I didn't even know I was that. Where did they get that from? But at first it hurt me. And I was talking to my friend. She said, why are you reading? I said, huh? She said, if you go in the chat, you go in and you comment and ignore everything else. If you don't see something that says like, hey, Danielle, how you doing? How's your son? Kind of go by. The comments going so fast, use that as your reason. And when people come tell you what people said, tell them I'm good. They don't know me, And I had to, but that took a second. Because, there were groups forming of hate against. I said, what did I do? What did I do? But there were also times I jumped on the bus and people came up to me and took a picture like I was somebody. People came up to me, people running for mayor at the time came up to me and said, hey, you speak those of the children who have learning curves, and you spoke of the parents who have children when they're young, and everyone says they're going to fail, and all they're trying to do is fight, and you speak. And I thought, wait a minute. You got to stop hearing what they say and think of what you're doing. And so I started manifesting that into my life. Like, hey, I'm going to always be me. I'm going to always be that. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to have this edge because that's what made me. That's what, the streets beat me up harder than anything. Because it took people I loved while I loved the streets. It took away my happy when I thought I was so happy. And, I thought the streets made me so, but it took it. And it taught me how to appreciate it. It taught me how to take a licking and keep on ticking. So that's that edge you're going to always get out of me, And so, like I said, but when I was on there, please, people, oh my goodness. So when I come over here, I think the same, I can't read it. So sometimes I'm in people's chat and I'm saying, hey, what's up? Or I'm saying something to the content creator and hoping they hear me and hoping they know it comes from a safe place. Like not a judgmental place, not a I am Gandhi, No, please, I wish. But I'll do that, but then I'll look in them chat sometimes and be like, ooh, look, ooh, ooh. And then I'm like, okay, come out the chat. Come out the chat and just listen. If I'm gonna listen to the content creator, come out watching on my TV. Just so I'm not a part of that part. Because sometimes if you put it in your system, it's in there. It's in there. You know, so if I keep saying, oh, he's a cake eater. He's a cake eater. Then one day I'm getting into it, I don't even know him. And I'm like, yo, your cake eating self. You know why? Because I done heard it so much. Now I'm repeating it. Just like kids. They don't be knowing somebody. They ain't never met him, but they telling you about him. He wasn't nice to my mom. You know why? Because that's all you ever heard. They would know the person if they walked up on them on the streets. But yeah, so like I said, so when I come on here, do I think, if somebody keep talking crap, I'm gonna talk crap back? I'm human. I'm human. But what I say is I'm just not even trying to get in there. So first of all, if somebody came for me now, I'd be thinking they're just looking for me to prove that they can break what I'm saying. And that's too much power to give one person or any person or 12 people or 13 people. But I do know, like I said, because I'm not invincible to pain. I'm not invincible to being hurt. So therefore, you can. You can. You can remind me of how dark it is. I woke up this morning and I saw John Yates on, and I'm like I said, I'm bringing it up because I've seen it, and I have a right to. And I saw him on, and I even put in his comments, like, for real. Because here's my thing. In my place, when I keep hearing people say the end, I'm done, I know what that feels like. Like, I know what that feels like. That's right. That's right. That's right. And through this pain is made strength. What doesn't kill you can only make you stronger. That's it. I mean, it can. It can, because sometimes it can break down and kill everything, kill your sense of humor, kill your joy, kill your all those things. And you still live it. But it kills that. Kills your trust, your hope, your fight. You know what I mean? So I do understand that. And like I said, so it just had to come to a point where you got to take it out. You got to take it out. And so that's where so that's how I look at things, So I do know, oh, please, people get dirty buddy. I had a girl, this is a true story. Now, this is in real life. Now, forget some we just seen. So like I said, I'm on the documentary. I'm on a train one day going to a client's house because I was doing home health care. I'm going to a client's house, and this girl is looking over, and I'm on the phone. So I'm on the brown line. And in the morning, the brown line after rush hour kind of, is pretty much empty. You know what I mean? So it's like 4 of us on there. I'm getting ready to get off on Division, back Cabrini Green, old Cabrini Green, love. But I'm on the bus, and she keep looking over at me. So while I'm on the phone with somebody, I say to them, like, I don't know if this girl knows, because I'm half blind, y'all. This is before my cornea even get fixed. I'm like, I don't know if this girl know me or something, you know what I mean? But she keep looking over here at me. So finally, I stand up to stop before my bus. I'm standing at the door. And she said, you that chicken that in that show about that white school in Oak Park. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. I was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, I like you and all, but you sold out when you took your kids to Oak Park to make it better because it was white people. I said, where'd she get that out the documentary? Yeah. And I told her, I said, well, sis, flat out, I don't believe white is right. So right is right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even live in that space. Secondly, let me tell you something. I don't give a doggone. If you really gutter and you the bottom, you want whatever it's going to take to not have your kids have to go through that. So to me, to say, if I only stay down, I'm showing them up is a lie. And the truth ain't nowhere in it. It ain't. So if you've been out here and Papa been firing the streets up, should the kids live on the same block? Like, I don't know. But I never moved my kids somewhere to think that if we put you in this race, it make you better, because I know other obstacles come with that too. So never. But that's what she thought. Do y'all think I sat on the bus and was ready to go total and we face to face? And if you think I was just sitting there like, oh my God, you're so right, I'm so wrong, I'm just a sellout, I just went, oh my God, no, girl, sis. No, we didn't have that conversation either. But in respect, I told her like, hey, I'm sorry you got that out of it. Maybe you should rewatch it. Or stop holding me to every character and putting us all in one. Their story is their story. Their trials are their trials and tribulations, not mine. Not mine. And I don't think like that. So, like I said, I don't, one thing I never did when people say, oh, such and such talk like they were, I don't say stupid shit like that. Like I've never been that one. So it's like, what? I know people grew up in the heart of what you call the hood. I don't say the ghetto because ghetto means death. It means death. That's what the word was made for. It means death. So if it's a place I'm calling death to be cool, can't be for me. Can't be for me. The hood, the block, you know what I'm saying? The real city. I know that. You know what I'm saying? I know that. But you can't set me up on a word that was set to destroy. And it wasn't even made just for my people. So look into the word and you'll learn that it goes back to concentration camps. Like it is a word of not good, period. But somehow it became a word to describe this place where the blacks, we just get in the ghetto and get it out. What? The hood showed me how to love community. So, what? But yeah, like I said, so life has just made, all of it makes this. So I've been betrayed, been talked about, been ridiculed, I've been belittled, I haven't been heard, I've been abused. Yeah, I've been in every lane you could be in. But I'm here. I've been in the lane where I wanted to give up. And the truth is, I thought nobody cared, and I didn't care if they did. Yes. Yes. Yep. Yes. It comes from where the concentration camp. That's what I'm saying. So like this word doesn't mean good. So it never danced in my fancy like that. Like it's just never like, oh, we ghetto, Joe. You so ghetto. Like people be like, somebody be like, oh, she's so ghetto. That loud as ghetto? Well, my grandma's told me I've always sounded like I had a speaker in my throat. Because she's like, why are you so loud? But one of it is my ears. I think my hearing is bad. But like I said, so I roll. But yeah, that's the world we live in. I mean, and like I said, it's so much hatred and so much hurt and so much pain everywhere that I'm never surprised. I'm never surprised. I'm never surprised of the things that are said. I'm never surprised by the things that are done. I'm never surprised by the reactions. I'm never surprised. Sometimes, here's where I'm surprised. Every time I see somebody move above or around it, I'm surprised that they have that power. But in their power, they show me there is power in that. Look, if I got excited because you stayed out of it, think of how I'd feel if I was never in it. Like, that's how I feel about it. Like, you know what? There's a power in moving around. There's a big power. And like I said, so since I got off of those chats and then going there, checking everybody, dropping, getting their locations, finding out who they were, stalking their Facebooks and their Instagram. Since I didn't do all of that, I was able to go on tour to different cities and talk. And one of the things that would be done was I would become one of the most loved cast members on there. Because I come from a real place, a true place. A true place. And in that true place, it's been hurt. But let me tell you, like I said, I gotta do better so I can feel that peace. You know, that peace, I come from a place where we all say peace come when you gone. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because there's all this turmoil still there when some people are gone and they can't rest in peace. Because they can no longer fix it, stop it, do anything, correct it. So there's no peace. There's peace in making peace while you're here. There's a peace, and I said here, like I'm a little kid, here while you're here. There's peace in that. There's peace in that. My mom got me this cup for Christmas. I'm kind of a big deal on YouTube. And then many will say, girl, you ain't nobody. I'm somebody. You know why? Because I'm using the voice and the life I got to help somebody else's, to help mine be better for somebody else, to take a stance for my children, to show them you can go here, but here's where you got to be. So I'm taking this opportunity given to me to be somebody. I mean, I know a bunch of bullies. I know some of the best shit talkers you ever met. I know goons. Sadly, I know killers. I know all kind of people. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So everybody's somebody. They something to something. I want to be somebody to a change. I want to be a part of something better. Hey, Chef Fine is wearing my Chi-Town brother. You know, do I think Chi-Town the hardest or the roughest? Nope. But I think if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. I think if you can make it through New York, you can make it anywhere. I think if you can make it down there in Memphis, you can make it anywhere. I think if you can make it in Detroit, you can make it anywhere. I think if you don't walk through Milwaukee and made it, you can make it anywhere. I think that, you know what I'm saying? So there are some places that if you made it through that, this, because see, when you start hurting me, I think of the worst hurts I ever had. And I almost start comparing. I'm like, wait a minute. Why am I sitting on the floor crying the same way I was when Pookie did? You know what I'm saying? Like, these aren't the same things. One's out of my control. One I could do. So, yeah, like I said, I did a live with Dairy Bag Bonnets and Coffee this morning. I took off my bonnet, put my hair in a ponytail, and was like, hey, just feel like talking. You know, I just feel like running my mouth. You know, while I still got my PJs on. Only me. Like, I kid y'all not. I took off my pajamas for Bonnets and Coffee, took a shower, and then put a new pair of pajamas. Like, so now I feel obligated to stay in PJs all day. Like, I'm like, oh, you know what? I think I'm just going to be cozy and comfortable. And I'm going to live. I'm going to live the life I'm supposed to live. That's what's wrong with people. People always want to say, I wouldn't do that. That's not how I would do it. I would never come on and be like that. I wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't do that. Well, you shouldn't. It's not your life. It's not. And like even me, sometimes I'm up at 2 a.m. I'm like, I want to go live. But then I also think of where's my spirit exactly? Where is my mind? What are the thoughts going through my head? You know what I mean? What light am I going to bring? I don't want to come in. Look, I don't want to come in your chat and you're like, yeah, and if anybody else say that, I'm going to do this. And then I'm like, please, I heard they said it, girl. So you better get ready to do it. Because they said it already. Come on, God. Wait, like, come on. The sadness is everywhere. I'm just, like I said, the pain. I just see so much pain. I see so much pain. Hey there, Houston Brad. How you doing, sis? Like I said, so that's what I think about when I think about like what we can do. What part am I going to play? You know, what is my role in this here thing called life? What is my role to the world? You know, and some of us, we don't know what it is. Even as I'm starting to figure out what I need to do, I still don't know, or what I'm meant to do. I still don't completely know my goal. So what I want to figure that out is what is my purpose so that I can live in that. You know what I mean? That's what I want to live in because that's the only way that I'm going to be in peace in the end. So that's where I'm at. Like I said, I don't think I'm no better than nobody. I wish, but I don't even think like that. Like if I see somebody make it and they were worse, you know, because here we go measuring. If their life was worse or, you know, if they didn't have way, all they show me is there is a way. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a, you know what I mean? There's hope. That's what they show me. Be jealous for what? For what? Like I said, if I see you do it in a year, I want to try to do it in 6 months. If I see, you know what I mean? So even like being on here on the internet, I don't really look at it to say, oh, okay, My goal is to do this and make this. I'm not. What I think of is my goal is to look at myself in this, like this mirror. This is really the camera. In this mirror, and ask myself, are you proud of you? Can you take what you learn and maybe help somebody else? Can you take what you learn and show yourself it's okay? Because like I told you, the person I got to trust first is me. So when I trust me, because when you don't trust yourself, you don't trust nobody. Okay, what they do, you faking like you do. Don't trust them. You waiting for them to prove you right, that they are wrong. So I'm just in a different space. And like I said, it's just, I have to be. I have to be. I have to be. I've had major surgeries since I was a child. I've been through some things and I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. And like I said, giving up is easy. Giving up is easy. And trust me, standing in it is hard. Because sometimes when you stand in, when you're really trying to grow, you stop seeing what other people do and you see what you did. You see where you stooped to. You see what you said. You hear what you said. That's when you're growing. If when I'm growing, I'm still blaming everything on everybody else, I mean, mamas, whoever, I haven't grown yet. Those are really my shields from me and where that took me. So, like I said, I don't know. It's sad. It's sad. Some of the things I see out here, and like I said, even if you change it on this side, it'll still be going on. It'll still be going on. It won't stop. It won't. So to think it's just like, thinking they're going to get drugs off the street. It won't stop. It won't. Because in all of its tragedies, it makes money. That's sad. For the love of money. You listen to the song. The things people will do. But like I said, I'm just trying to really do something better. And I've learned in life, when you do the right thing, you'd be surprised the things that are taken care of for you in life. But when you do the wrong things, even when things are taken care of, you always feel like something's missing. Something's not there. Like I said, I done jacked so much money. Man, if I could have invested it. Man, the changes I could have even brought to my own community, to my own family, for my own children, But I was wasting so much time trying to get back those who hurt me, or trying to hurt those who thought they was going to hurt somebody else like they hurt me, or whatever. I was so in there. I would forget Captain Save-A. I was Danny Save-A. And I mean that man or woman. Like I'm going to make sure, they left me alone. I got you. And I never had me. Because if I had me, I could have us all. But it's real hard to save somebody and drown yourself. Like it's just, They even tell you on an airplane, before you go putting that mask on somebody else, please apply it to yourself. Because how can I help you as I'm not breathing? So, like I said, oh man. Guys, I don't know. I really just came on here to babble. I'm sorry if you come in the comments and I miss you. Because trust me, I definitely ain't ignoring you. Like I said, this is what I was thinking about. I'm thinking about like all these, like the social media clout chasing is so fucking ridiculous. Like it's so childish. You know what? I'm definitely gonna make a show. That shit gonna be called High School, and it's gonna have all adults, and it's gonna be little examples of like, it's almost like, his freshman year, somebody throwing pennies at you, I never got pennies thrown at me, never. But it's just, it's so childish. And so people are, please don't, and then don't do this to my person, and you just don't understand. Then they go do it to somebody else. Like, you gotta, if something's wrong, I don't care if my mama do it, it's wrong. We gotta stop that. It's wrong if he do it, but it's justified if she do it. It's terrible if they do it, but it's justified when I did it. See, I did it with purpose. I did it with reason. Everybody who's doing something, they got a reason. It's somebody took somebody's life and they will still justify why they did it. And here's the thing. On some cases, people gonna say, I would have did the same thing. I understand. And on some cases, people gonna say, oh, they're just a killer and they don't care about anybody in life. A killer's a killer is a killer. I don't want to hear the justifications. Shoot. Stop. So, I don't know. Babbling. That's what I told you. I came on here to say grand rising, kings and queens, and just to babble. Like I said, I'm up this morning. I don't know. It's all caffeine. This morning, I'm drinking Coca-Cola out of a coffee mug. So I'm shooting my sugar all the way up. But but guys, like I said, I just, you ever had so much to say, but you got to make sure you say it right. Like there's a power in taking your time. Patience is a virtue. Sometimes you just want to jump out and be like, oh, I want to say this, and I want to say that, and I want to say this, and I want to say that, and say, no. Stand down. But it's everywhere. Hate is everywhere. Pain is everywhere. So it's everywhere. It is everywhere. Some of us, that's how we've learned how to survive. The takedown. Crab in the barrel mentalities. Some of us haven't. And some of us have the mentality to be a crab, come out the barrel and pull you out. It depends on which one you want to be. Which crab are you? Which crab are you? You're the crab who's just climbing up my back, knocking me back down to the bottom, then pointing from the top about how I'm at the bottom. Everything starts at the bottom. Everything. You could come into a company and so-called be one of the heads. And if you're not the tops that was there first, you still the bottom to them. And they'll have been, oh, you here because of nepotism. Oh, you here because You're here because of this. You're here because of it's going to have a bunch of reasons. So it doesn't matter, but you're there. If you're there, people be killing me. We on the same road, but you telling me how you doing something better. Why? Because you a couple of cars ahead of me? We all going to get there, right? We all going to the same place, right? So does it matter if I get there 10 minutes after you or 10 minutes before you? It doesn't. Because some people, Nina, what are you doing? What are you doing? I need to have a side show with you. Watch your paws. You hit my whole face. Bubba, I don't want to play. Do you see the camera? Bubba, do you see this whole camera here? Do you see this camera? Stop. Let's have a talk. Let's have a talk about boundaries. See, that's how you say boundaries. Bubba, I need to talk. Come here. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you good. Hey, I love you. Bubba, look, we gotta have boundaries. But no, I don't want to play. I know I've been on the computer, neglecting my playtime with you. I know, and you're so spoiled. I know, Bubba, and I love you so much. Okay, I love you so. No, I don't have your ball. Go get it, because I don't have it. I don't have it. And maybe you should go outside. Maybe you should find some friends outside. Find some friends your own age. I love that dog. Anyway, guys, I'm so sorry. Such a hater. He just got to come in and take over the show. He got to. But once again, he just reminds me, like, hey, remember me? Remember me? I'm saying, oh, goodness. I guess I am sitting over here neglecting him. I'm not neglecting him, y'all. I wish. But I'm sorry. But hey, that's part of my life. He's part of my life. So if he around, he will pop in and get his nosy on. He's a photo bomber. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So he definitely, he's like, if you like Kid and Play back in the day, Kid would always Play could be in the middle of a verse. He comes sliding with his hair all up, and he's like, God, he just got to be in every shot. That's me now. He's Kid. He's Kid from Kid and Play. Got to be in every shot. But yeah, guys. So like I said, if I missed a comment, sorry. If I didn't say hello, hey, how you doing? Grand Rising, Kings and Queens. But yeah, I just really wanted to drop on here. I was already up. I already had StreamYard up. And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead, do a live, run my mouth a little bit. But I'm really trying to send GVOs to everybody. Like this stuff that we going through. I know you don't have my Scottie Pippen. Don't you ever disrespect Scottie Pippen like that? No, we don't. I said go get your ball. Go get your ball. Go get it. Go get that. Go get your ball. And we'll go play with it. Go get your ball. That's what you're gonna do. No, not Scottie Pippen. Go get your ball. But like I said, I'm sending GVOs to everybody. You know what I mean? We need it. We need it. Even when I smile, there's pain in here. And that's why I don't like to even see people in pain. And I really don't like to see people hurt. And I don't like when people are so hurt that they're looking for the way out. So I'm always going to stand for the underdog, and I'm always going to stand for the fighting of your spirit, because I know when it gets beat down a lot, you can log off YouTube, you can log out of Facebook or whatever, you cut all those off, and it does not erase the pain. It chases you, it haunts you, you hear it, you see it, it doesn't go away. So the healing starts with the Band-Aid inside of you. And like I said, I'm still walking through me looking for that little girl so I can let her know it's going to be all right. So I can let her know it's okay. We got to let this go today. Because what you don't know, little girl, is I'm going to hold it forever until I have to find you to let it go. So I love you guys the long way, the real way, the right way. I hope everybody has a great day today. Probably catch me in the comments, the chats. It's a couple of videos that people I'm subscribed to have brought out that I haven't seen. So I want to definitely go over, show some love, put some comments in. Because at the end of the night, we all are a voice. We all are a voice, all saying something. And so I'm listening. And even in the pain, I'm listening. Because I can sometimes see those people's little kid. And they're crying for somebody to hear them. And I hear you. But like I said, guys, I love you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Please leave in a comment, you know what I mean, on some honesty. Like, what is something that you had to stop doing? Like, I'm talking about in being negative to other people. Like, because sometimes we just have to stop. We have to stop. I had to stop walking around showing on my face all the pain and start smiling more. I had to. And sometimes I would smile and I wouldn't even be happy. And somebody would say, oh, your smile just brought me such joy. And I thought, wow. And it made the smile kind of real. May sound like nothing. But guys, like I said, love you. I am out of here. Nino still hasn't found that ball, but he's not going to stop. So I do want to pay some attention to him and love on him. And that's about it, guys. So I am out of here. Have a good one. Love each other. Love on each other. You know what I mean? And when you ain't got nothing nice to say, sometimes don't say nothing at all. Because I just want my yes to be my yes and my no to be my no. So when I do say it, I'm only going to say it once. So that's where you should stand at. Because all that back and forth is just a waste of all of our time. It is. It is, especially the people involved. All right, guys, I'm out of here because I'll keep talking. Love you. Bye.